So I'm currently taking a little stroll on Koh Tao Island in Thailand. I didn't even know this place existed 2 weeks ago. And I've just been strolling through Thailand for the last almost month now. And I haven't had a plan. And in a way, like I'm kind of living a dream that I had when I was like 19 and daydreaming about traveling in college. Um, just sitting in university classes saying, everything I'm learning right now is just stupid. I wish I was traveling the world, experiencing new culture, living in new places, trying new foods, doing things that scare me on a regular basis, that excite me, that bring me to life. And it's so interesting that I went into grind mode for like 3 to 4 years to be able to set myself up in a way to be able to experience this stuff. And I'm so incredibly grateful for that because of the work that I put in. I was able to create and buy some of my time back to be able to do this kind of stuff. And I was thinking on the beach a little while ago. This was in Koh Phangan, the island beside it, and I started shooting some content around this or just writing about it because this was like a paradigm shift. It's like the West is so obsessed with money. The world is obsessed with money. Money really does run the world, right? Because money can equate to power. Power can equate to greed, control, ego. So money is a tool to be used, but people worship money, you know? And the issue with worshiping money is that it becomes your God, right? Anything you worship, you're putting on a pedestal, it becomes an idol. So the whole purpose of this video is like, I used to think the only way to be able to travel and experience new things was by making a lot of money. The issue is a lot of people that make money, because of the commitments that they're doing, they don't actually get to be able to enjoy the means that they've been working hard for, if that makes sense. Because, they get into a career, the medical field, engineers, people like software engineers, developers, they get loaded with work and they don't actually get to take time off to be able to do the reason that they work so hard. And it's just so interesting because like I've stayed in a couple hostels just for like social aspects here, and I met a lot of people that are like volunteering at the hostel. So they don't pay rent, they get a lot of their meals covered, and they even get free drinks or whatever to socialize and keep the guests entertained and whatever, and just supported. And so like they're pretty much living in a foreign country for free. Mind you, you could not pay me to do that job. Maybe like 5-6 years ago, that could have been something fun. But then you have my scuba instructor, man. This guy is super cool, around the same age. He spends half his time in the Canary Islands, that's his home. And then the other half of the time, he's a full-time diving instructor. And dude, this guy's just getting paid to do what he loves. And he helps facilitate this culture where everybody else just like gets super excited about diving, and he's just a part of everybody's experience. And I just went under this morning. I got up at 5 a.m. to go diving, and I just got certified for being able to dive like 20 meters or whatever. And within 10 minutes of the dive, we saw this freaking whale shark that was like 6 meters, massive. And it was just one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And I'm saying this because like I didn't know I was able. I've been so obsessed with working and grinding that taking an extended amount of time off, like the last month, and really just not thinking about work, puts you in a different state of mind, shows you patterns, shows you things that you're doing that you might not be conscious of. Like, why do I think these certain things? Why do I feel this way? And it's interesting because I've had this desire while traveling to be doing things, accomplishing. I felt lazy on this trip, like slothness and laziness. I have so many like judgments around it. So when I've been confronted with it on these islands where, people work their shift, maybe they go to the gym, and then I ask them what they're doing later as I'm being super social, just getting to know a lot of people. They're like, I don't know, probably just chilling. And it's like such a foreign concept to chill this hard. that it's made me feel uncomfortable a few times. I'm not even gonna lie. So don't sleep on your dreams, man. Don't sleep on travel. Like, you might have an idea of what that looks like for you and put up some rules around it, but people at the end of the day, they don't want money. They want the freedom. Like, some people love money. Some people love, the hustle and producing, and, that fuels them, right? But most people aren't wired that way. If you, like, I'm talking to the dive shop owner of this place, and the guy who's going to be running it soon, and he's the instructor, and they both just love it, man. And they turn a business out of something that they love, where it's like a lifestyle. And I think that is the goal, is not just to stack up a bunch of cash, because, an 80-year-old with cash doesn't really have the same kind of life leverage as somebody who's 20, 30, 40, or even 45, 50. Like, spending money when you're younger is just going to be so much more enjoyable than when you're old and retired. You know what I mean? So people don't actually want money, is what I'm starting to believe. They want the freedom that comes with being able to buy their time back. So anyways, I hope that was kind of eye-opening for you. I just felt inspired to share this with people, right? Because this is, as my mindset grows or develops, as my paradigm is shifting, I want to be able to, like, share that with other people, because other people have shared that stuff with me and I've gotten value from it. But I'm getting a lot of value in just expressing my experience, and if people resonate with it, great. If not, then, hopefully you find somebody who does. So that's all I got for you guys. Much love from Koh Tao. Hasta luego. See you in the next one.